World of Warcraft, it's social networking and doing tasks.
It means to pass down something. And I believe that we chose the legacy because we pass down our values and virtues by doing this program to other students in next generations.
Like we also know like how to work as a teamwork. Like we know how to do teamwork and all, and like how to respect each other and practice our weaknesses and other weaknesses and how to use our strengths also.
Yes, and I was excited when we learned that we'd be working with another school. Now we might be working with more because that just tests our ability to communicate instead of just having a whole room of people right next to you.
Okay, would you like this club to continue next year?
I would, because something tells me we could probably teach future generations. Like our name, leave a legacy.
Interacting with people way far away from you, it's really interesting. Because you're meeting new people and that's cool in its own, but then you're interacting with them in ways you normally couldn't without games and systems.
Playing with everyone, I like that. It was really fun, like going into dungeons together and stuff.
World of Warcraft definitely represents cooperation and teamwork, and also teaches you how to be more determined and self-confident.
You know, I've had a lot of experience in Second Life. It's just that I've seen like this different universe, but only this time you could do a lot more. You could actually. What I'm trying to say is, you could just have it teaches you how to follow instructions and stuff. It teaches you the ways to learn.
World of Warcraft, I think the most you need is communication and being helpful with others. So if I need help with something, I ask a person that's higher level than me or lower that who can ever help me or who did the quest before. So, and also typing, because you can't just scream across the room for asking for if you need help. So what I'll do is just talking to the guild, asking for someone to help me.
It's almost a mix of a social network and fun questing experiences almost.
I also like the feeling of helping people in real life, and I can do that in game too, and it's nice.
I like the fact that there are multiple designs for characters to create races, and also how everything is designed differently.
The legacy was really cool because, it gave you that sense of power and sense of, I don't know, it just felt really good. I wanted to learn more about World of Warcraft, so I went on WoWWiki and I read stuff about a bunch of stuff like warlocks, gnomes.
We learn a lot. Of course, we learn about money, and in the auction house, you sell things to other players, and you learn about how to look up what it's going for, and if you don't have the exact same amount, you look up price per one, and then you multiply it. So there's some math there, and there's also talking skills, with the other players.
It's worgans, and when I looked them up, worgen isn't really a word, but the other stuff like gnomes and stuff like that, those are actually pretty real. Well, not real, but it takes place in a lot of myths and history and beliefs.
So far, I've probably learned math skills, reading. I've actually learned a lot of new vocabulary that I didn't know before. So,
one, I learned how to read maps better. I also learned how to look for information more thoroughly. Excuse my pronunciation. I also learned how to work as a team, both being a team member and a leader. Also, my social skills with people have improved. I've learned that I shouldn't say some stuff, and I should say some stuff at particular times.
I've learned organization. I've also kind of learned a little bit about not to waste too much money. on things that you just want instead of things that you need.
I have always been a big spender. I've never been able to manage my money well, and for some reason, it's just like I actually learned that through this. And actually, reading maps, I've not been the greatest at, but I've actually been learning the whole thing through the game. And also just stuff like the importance of teamwork and how different people interact with other people.
You said the word arcane. Did you know what arcane meant before you joined World of Warcraft?
Not really. I looked it up afterwards in the dictionary, and arcane is just a really fancy word for magic.
Also, WoW has helped me with some math calculations because I have to figure how my defense points will help against certain enemies' attacks and how my attack points will deal to enemies.
So mainly like math, spatial stuff, um, thinking about how long it's going to take you from one place to, time management.
Well, there are a lot of people there that end up helping boost your social abilities with other people.
Definitely all the friends I made. Socializing isn't as easy to me as other people. Also, it's kind of distracting when it comes to schoolwork. This World of Warcraft has made it a lot easier. I've been able to socialize with other people in my classes, and also my schoolwork. It's also kind of helped me to be less distracted, to be more focused and confident about what I'm doing.
I'm learning how to work with the group in situations. Like if we're caught in a situation, um, we know how to react fast and succeed.
Well, start socializing more in game and stuff, has actually helped me in the start like talking to people like here in school and sometimes.
Well, I learned teamwork a little more and had easier typing skills, so I'm able to type back faster to people than I used to, where I was.
And it's good because I didn't know a lot of these people before. Like, I've made some friends here, and it's fun. And, also I get to play the game with those friends that I've made, and, like, it's a great experience like that.
Actually, to tell you the truth, I thought this thing wasn't going to be as awesome as it was since it was like in school. I don't know. I just had a feeling if something pertained to school, it would be lame.
It would actually be like in between, like not too easy, not too hard.
My favorite thing about the World of Warcraft Club was it's just so enjoyable being with all these people that they almost kind of share the same interests as you, and you can interact in an online world, and it's just fun, and it's a nice setting.
Wumpus thing, but I think that's probably everyone's here because I was like the fun. Should I explain?
Yeah, sure.
So we all got these little dwarf creatures. They're like really tiny, and like all the other races are taller and everything. And everyone,
gnomes.
what? Gnomes, right? No, gnomes. And everyone, us and the North Carolinians, we all got these creatures and did whatever. They all had to have green or pink hair, and they had to end their name with Wumpus. So we made some macros. The first one was like cheer, another one jump, and the last one was Wumpus. So we would go to all different places where everyone was way bigger than us, and just circle around one player and pretend like they were our king. A lot of people at the beginning didn't go along with it, but then some people went along with it, and it was great because we were like, oh, we'll do whatever you want, master, and they'd tell us something to do. And there's this one guy that actually told us a story about a clown, and I don't really remember, but there was a clown.
Do you want to participate in World of Warcraft in school next year?
Yes, I would, because it's really been a great experience. I've made friends. It's been funny. It's been fun, and it's a really great game and way to meet friends.
Thanks.
Yes, absolutely. I really would. I don't exactly know how that will work out, but I think so, yes.
We're having fun in school.
So, if you were speaking to a teacher who said, I don't think they should be playing games in school, I don't see any value in it, what would you say about that?
I'd say that they're wrong, that you can easily learn a whole lot more in World of Warcraft as much as you can learn in the classroom.